Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Felix Sianyeboa, your instructor for this channel. Okay, so today I'm going to walk you through how to install all the software that's downloaded from our website. So I have, downloaded all to I set in a folder in my download directory. So I have here the draw.io, the Notepad++, the PHP store, then the servers. So I'll start from the Notepad++. But before I start, I'll kindly request that if this is your first time accessing this channel, in order for you to also support the channel, kindly subscribe. Let's hit on the subscribe button down there, and you can also click on the bell so that you can just get all the notification, real-time notification as soon as you upload. You'll be the first person to, among the first people to also get the alert that you've uploaded a new video. Thank you very much. Okay, so having downloaded all the files here, I'll just click on the one I want to install. So with the Notepad++, I'll double click, wait for a while. Yes. Okay, so I'll select the language. By default, it's English, so I'll just select the English and you move on. So whichever language that you want to use, you can just select it from the list. I click on OK. Wait for a while. Okay. Then I have this dialog. I click on next. You can go through the agreement. You have to definitely have to agree, else you can't continue. So just agree. In the next one, you can select the destination folder, but I prefer you leave it to this default path. Then you click next. Here you don't do anything. Yeah, just click next. Then we need a desktop. We need an icon on the desktop. So you check this box. Then you click install. So it takes a few minutes. Then your application is ready. So by default, the checkbox is checked for the application to run when you click on the finish button here. So when I click on it, finish, the application will launch itself. Good, good. So in the first page that will come will tell you um, the new updates that has been done on the software. All right, so here I have some tabs here already open because I've used it for a while. No, don't save it. Then let me cancel this one. All right. Okay, so this is your Notepad++. We will make good use of it later on in our discussions. Okay, so I'll end. Um, we are done with the Notepad++. So let's move on to the other software. So I'll close this program. All right. So then I'll go to the draw.io. To the draw.io, I'll just select that one, double click, wait for a while. All right. So the setup part started. You just sit back and allow the system to do its own configurations. All right. So now this one too, I prefer you leave the path to this default one, the destination folder. All you need to do is just click install, wait for a while, then the application will be ready. Okay. So with this one too, we have the checkbox already checked. Is which means upon clicking the finish button, the system automatically launch itself. So when I click on finish, wait for a while for the system to automatically launch itself up. Good. So this is how it is. So with this one, you, when we start using it, I'll do a thorough um, walkthrough on how to use it when we start the main activity. But for you to see how the interface, the default interface is, I'll just click on the create button. So this is how the interface is. So we have the tools here, and we have the workspace here too. Good. So this is the draw.io software that we'll be using during our um the software engineering lectures, classes or tutorials. Okay. So thank you for joining us through through the two installations. We are done. Let me close this one. Okay, so for the PHP storm, I already have it installed. So I'll just start um let's see. I'll just start it. So that one to you just do a double click, then you wait for the system to call it out. So I have current version also already installed. Do you wish to continue? I already have it installed. So let me see. Let me say yes and see what will happen. All right. So I'll walk you through to a certain point, then I'll just quit it. Okay. All right. So next, create, select version to install. It's the same version. Okay. On install silently. All right. Install setting configuration from. All right. Next. Well, since I already have it installed, and I'm trying to install it again, to try to delete the old one and make way for the new one. Good. So I just deleted the old version. Now we are now on the installation process. All right. So I'll click on the I agree. Next. Then I'll select create desktop for me. Then check all these options. Check all of them because we're doing CSS, HTML, we're doing the PHTML, we're doing the PHP. So select all the check boxes. Then you click next. Then you don't select anything, just leave it as it is. Then click on uninstall. Then wait for the system to install itself. So as you are waiting, and if you have still not subscribed to our channel, kindly take this opportunity to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell so that you always get the notification, the alert in your mails as soon as I upload a new video. Thank you. So the installation normally it doesn't take much time. It will take much time depending on your specification, your machine specification. If your machine specs is very low, then trust me, you also experience a low transformation here or a low installation here. So that is it. So let's wait as the installation is almost completed. Great. So we are done. So what we'll do is we'll click on the we'll check the listing, the box over here. Then we click on finish. So the application will load for the first time. Mind you, this is a cracked version. So with a cracked version, you need to have um, the keys to activate it. Okay, so let's wait while the system prepares itself to load for the first time. PHP Storm. Very powerful too. I've really used it for a longer time now. I think you enjoy it when you start using it. It's awesome. It's awesome. So whilst waiting for, all right, it's even done. Okay. So I think it has already loaded my old files in here. Okay. So that is it for the PHP store. But if you install it for the first time, on your first load, it will request for you to key in your um, the key. So that's when you use this file. You open this file, then you copy the name and the license. When you are about to install the license, you have to select from this end to this end. Okay, select from this end, from this point to this point, and paste it in there. That will enable you to crack the the application. Okay, all right. So that is it for this tutorial. Okay, so let me walk you through the server installation. For the WAMP, I've already installed the WAMP here, and it's straightforward too. So it follows the same trend as in installing the XAMPP. So let's walk through the XAMPP and see how that one to is installed. So after you double click on it, you wait for a while. Okay. Okay. Click on next, next, next. You uncheck this one. Next, next. This will take quite a bit longer time. So you just have patience for it to have patience whilst you wait for it to um, install itself. Right. So we are left with few minutes. Looking at the counter here. Right. So congratulations to us. Thanks for your time. Okay. So we are done with this installation, and we have here. Do you want to start control panel now? All right. Yeah. So don't uncheck it. Just leave it like that and click on finish. You want to see the control panel once we click on the finish button. So once we click on the finish button, wait for a while for it to load for the first time. So we select the languages. By default, is um, in English. Put it that way. The US flag is English, and this is I think German. But we select the English, then go to save. So we wait once it loads up. Good. So we have it here. All right. So since I already have one installed on my on this machine, I'll have issues with ports. So when I start the Apache and start the MySQL, to tell me the port is already being used. Because if you see here, we have port 3306 is used by, so unable to open the process. So I can go in and change the port. All right. So let's see. So let's click on the start. Let's see if Apache will start. Okay, so Apache will start, but MySQL will not start because I have the WAMP already installed. Okay. So, but for you, when you are done with the installation and you click on start here and start this one, automatically um, the the ports will be allowed. There wouldn't be any port issues as I'm expressing it. So you can just go straight. You start this one, you start the second one to MySQL, then you are good to go. So to test it, when you go to your browser, and load my browser, then type localhost localhost php admin php Okay. Then you see the server successfully installed. So let me go to the home page. So that's the home. Let me log out and see. Okay, so that is it for our database. So we have successfully installed the local host 2 on the machine. Okay. So at this point, we'll bring this presentation to a closure. And I will thank you for staying with us through to this point. So when we start using them, when we start the programming, we'll come back here and visit this point and make sure all the installations, all the port issues are addressed successfully. So we are done with the installations of all the applications, the prerequisite materials that we need to start with. We are getting ready. We are almost, closer to start the main agenda for the channel. So thank you very much for joining us up to this point. Once again, see you in the next video.